Hello. Usually I don't know what to show, but why don't we check out the fine work in modeling the shirts that Lou in London has put in. Lou always comes through. I gotta tell you. Usually dancing was not aware that the man modeled, but whether he does or doesn't, he does. Look at that. So if you want to get like Lou, you can go to this link right here, and there are men's and ladies' cuts of those fabulous shirts available to you if you would like. My last plug is that in celebration of a year, the year anniversary of the course is available at the original pre-order price of $49 for 50 more people at the link somewhere in the comment description, wherever links are. Hi, happy Wednesday. We're gonna do, I like how you make an entrance. That's a pro, folks. We're gonna go through a little something that kind of combines some of the ideas that we've been playing with for the past few weeks. It's gonna hopefully get across the philosophy that I have for teaching intermediate things, which is basically stick with a bunch of fundamental basic movements and then lean on an understanding of body movement and some styling, adding some dynamics by moving across the floor, and allow that to trick people into think that it's more complicated than it is, even though what we're going to do today at some point might seem a little bit complicated, kind of putting it all together, but if we practice, we'll be good. So this is actually a sequence that we've been working on in the intermediate class in Durham that I put out a video of the part that we're going to take a look at today. And for whatever reason, every once in a while I put something out on Facebook and it gets a little bit of extra attention. So I figured, hey, maybe this will, something about it resonated, so we'll go through it. If you wouldn't mind, if you're watching this and God willing, enjoying it, if you could leave a little comment, whether you're watching live or you're watching on a delay, and let us know where you're watching from. It's always interesting to know if we got more like East Coast U.S. or West Coast U.S., somewhere in the middle, or over in Europa. But we're going to go over firstly what you need to know to be able to get started with this sequence. It is going to be 4 elements, I think. So the first one is going to be dile. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So that's the first thing. We want to know also guapea. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we want to be able to do vacila, no hands. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And dile, 5, 6, 7. So those are 3 things. The fourth thing that we need to know is a simple warm-up step that I start off every class with: walking and pivoting. So we can go opposite directions, it's cool. So the leads start with their left foot, follows start with the right foot, and we just take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And then we pivot and change direction. 5, 6, 7, pivot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So if you know those 4 things, we are going to combine them into a sequence, and then we're going to try to dress that sequence up a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with dile. So I'm just going to start in dile position, and this is a little section of a larger turn sequence, and the way that I like to kind of present them is like licks. So if you're a musician or you are familiar with the idea of what a musician is and they're soloing, as opposed to having some big long thing memorized, just little memorized pieces that they can insert here, string them together. And so what we're going to do, if you'd like to see the rest of it, is take a couple of licks and combine them together to make a turn sequence. So this is the first little lick. Oftentimes social dancing, you'll find yourself in dile position, and if you like the sequence, you can just put it in. So we're going to go dile. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna do 2 guapea. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna prepare for vacila, no hands. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and dile que no. All right, so that's like our little foundation right there. So it's gonna be from dile que no, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 2 guapeas, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, vacila, no hands, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and dile que no. All right, so what we can add to that, if we go back to, let's go back to where we first started. So where we first started was talking about adding movement to the dancing, aka desplazamientos. So instead of just doing guapea on the spot, we're gonna move around a little bit with it. All right, so the way that I kind of think it's easiest to think about it is we're on one side of the street right now. There's the street, and then there's the other side of the street. So what I want to do, instead of just hanging out and doing guapea here, 5, 6, 7, is I, the lead, I want to take my follow and myself onto the street, 2, 3, and I'm actually going to go all the way across. I'm gonna leave her on the street. All right, so I guess that maybe not a good lead in some ways. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So you see I pivoted her, she's on the street to face in the direction of the street. And so I want to take her and bring her along the street, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to cross the street again, 1, 2, 3, and bring her along, 5, 6, and 7. I should have got water too. So instead of just hanging out, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, we're going to move with it. So the key part is the lead has to get all the way to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and I don't want to bring her necessarily with me. I want to have her facing perpendicular. So the way I do that is by pointing her forearm where I want her to face. Bring her across, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be like the one where you died in the middle of it, except it's my turn. That's what I get for making fun. Okay, and so then we go 1, 2, 3. So you got this path here, 5, 6, 7. So I want to just show the other angle because I know a lot of times people dance salsa like line and they're kind of quick to take a line element and rely that it's the exact same thing when it's not. So this might look at first like a couple crossbody leads. So if we're doing line 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So it might look like I'm just getting out of the way and bringing her across, getting out of the way and bring her across. But you'll notice when we do it this way, she's always facing the same direction. So here, we're gonna see that we're gonna move together. I'm gonna bring her to walk. We're gonna move together and I'm gonna bring her to walk. So instead of her being in a line, she's in a rectangle. So it's kind of like you're using the follow as a pencil to draw a rectangle. So we're going this way, and then this way, and this way. So if you know how to do crossbody leads, that's like a good starting point, but this has more depth dimension in it. So it's not just going back and forth in a line. All right, so that's the first thing we're gonna do is add some movement to the guapea. So now, from dile que no, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right, so from here, we can move on to changing up the vacila a little bit. I just saw myself in the monitor, and if you think that I should go to Halloween as Alex Hormozi, leave a comment, let me know. If you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, leave a comment. So we're gonna do our vacila, and so normally when we do vacila, even with no hands, the deal is she kind of follows that same half circle path. And so I let her go for 8 counts. So vacila is check her out. 1, 2, 3, And then I go scoop her up at the end of 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to do on this one is poof, disappear. So instead of going to scoop her up on 5, 6, 7, I'm just gonna hang out. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I'm just gonna walk 5, 6, 7 beyond her, and this is where we start our walking and pivoting. So the leads are going 5, 6, 7, and pivot. So if we remember the walking and pivoting for both leads and follows, when we walk with the left foot, and then the right foot, and then the left foot, if the last step was with the left foot, we're pivoting towards the right shoulder. If we walk with the right foot, and then the left foot, and the right foot, last foot is with the right foot, we pivot over the left shoulder. And so we are just going to move around together using that step. So once I kind of walk past her on 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, we both pivoted. What we can do is aim to have your right shoulder always be the one that's passing your partner. So we're gonna walk 1, 2, 3, whoosh. All right, and so the leads can really kind of sort of direct us and we can kind of play off each other. But again, I want my right shoulder next to her right shoulder when we walk 5, 6, 7, swoosh. One more, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. One more, I lied, 1, 2, 3. And so now you can do as many as you want, as little as you want. When the leads want to go pick her up, we're gonna go pick her up just like we would with when we're leading vacila. I'm just gonna walk towards her, 5, 6, 7, and give my right arm. So we're gonna do this 3 times because that's the way that the sequence is that we've been working on. But we're gonna take vacila. The leads are going, instead of going to pick her up, we're gonna walk past her. And this is something you can lead. This has been battle tested, I promise. It's actually kind of common. Probably has a name. If you know the name, leave a comment for the sake of Alex Hormozi. And so it is something you can lead socially. And we're gonna go over how you might improv on it in a little bit. So we'll lead the vacila. 1, 2, 3. Leads, walk past and pivot. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, last one. 1, 2, go get her. 5, 6, 7, and then we're here. Okay, so quick word. See how we kind of meandered? The meandering is good. You can practice it if you need to practice it in a particular direction, in keeping a particular direction forward. That helps you. You can do that. But when it comes to doing it socially, you don't want it to look like you have a task. It should be more. We are walking and pivoting, but you don't want it to be like you need to get to the grocery store and then pivot and go. I don't know a good metaphor for that. But you can kind of see we started this way forward. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But if we keep going, we're just walking relaxed enough that we're gonna have this kind of orbit going where forward is gonna, the direction of forward is gonna change. And so now this winds up being forward. But if you try to maintain the same direction forward, I think it's gonna look a little too hurried and not relaxed and dancey and fun. All right, so that is the outline of what we're gonna do. We've got our dile, 1, 2, 3, 5. We're gonna move with guapea. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, vacila. 1, 2, 3. Walk past her. 2, 5, 6, 7. 3. Go get her. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And so again, you can see we're clearly facing a different way, and that is good and fine. So what we're gonna do now is talk about some of the styling elements that we looked at in previous weeks. In the description, there's a link for these Wednesday 7-ish p.m. Eastern time, kind of intermediate casino live streams that we've been doing. So all the stuff that we're incorporating to this is in that playlist. And again, this is just a little lick that you can kind of input into your social dancing. So the styling that we looked at first for dile was the hip for the follow and then a little arm draw. We also said that the lead could do a little bit of footwork. So we had like a little 5, 6, we had a little pull with the right foot. So like 5, 6, pull, and 1, like that. So just a little something for the leads. For the follows, it was the hip and the arm draw. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, hip, 5, 6, 7. Out like that. So then her arm is out like that. When we said the styling for guapea, we said that we could incorporate a little shaky shaky. So the 8-ish that blends into guapea, 8-ish, 1-ish, 2-ish, right in there. A little shaky shaky. So having the arm draw happen on dile kind of blends into that nicely. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. And of course, when we do it, we can do it moving too. So that arm draw sets her up. So when we're moving, her arm is out and she can be shaky shaky. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. And do it again. Shaky shaky. And then 5, 6, 7. So that same styling that we talked about last week in guapea, arm out, optional shake, is applicable when we're moving with it. For vacila, we had the arms going up and then down through the hair on 5, 6, 7. And the only thing is when we went over it last week, there was a lead waiting for you there in 5, 6, 7. This time, no lead. He has disappeared. So for the leads, maybe we didn't go over this one, but what we're gonna add is a turn for ourselves. So we're giving her a rotation towards her right shoulder, and that would, to help assist that, we're gonna give ourselves a turn towards our left shoulder. So instead of just throwing the hand, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, what I'm gonna do here is actually turn myself while I'm turning her. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and walk past her. All right? So for the follows, same arms as last week. In the leads, we're gonna just be traveling and turning over our left shoulder on 1, 2, 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh. For the walking and pivoting, one of the times that I was solo doing one of these streams, maybe it was or was not on a Wednesday, I think it was a Saturday, but we did fundamentals of body movement, where we talked about making the arm circles and the torso movement. So even if we don't do a bunch of extra stuff on this walking, pivoting, zigging, zagging thing, if you just keep good body movement with the torso moving and the arms making circles on the chest, it's gonna look great. We're gonna add a bunch of extra stuff, but like if you just wanna keep it sort of simple, just walking around and pivoting with good body movement, it's gonna look great. So we got the vacila. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Keep that good body movement going. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Pow. Okay, but like I said, we're going to add more to it. So what can we do? Definitely don't forget the turn for the leads. I know some of you at home probably forgot that and frantically did it really quick. But yeah, don't forget the turn for the leads. For the 5, 6, 7, for the leads, if we wanted to, we turn on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, little rumba. 5, 6, 7. So 5 is right. So left arm is going to have the action. 5, 6, 7. Or left arm is going to be dominant. If you want to put that in there, you can put that in there. 5, 6, 7, and then put the pivot. For the follows, 1, 2, 3, you did vacila, right? 1, 2, 3, and the arms are coming down. 5, 6, 7. You got the arms there. They're ready to be here on the lead's back, but there's no lead to be found. So why not, if they're here, 1, 2, 3, a little shaky, shaky. All right? So shaky, shaky, 2, 3. And then for the follows, we'll just keep the natural body movement kind of thing going for 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. All right? For the next 1, 2, 3, we're going to have the follows take the makuta arms with the skirt. And so right, left, right with the skirt. All right? For 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then when we pivot, and for the last part, when the lead is gonna pick up the follow, her left arm, we're just gonna do a little arm draw for 5, 6, 7. So if we go over the follows arms, oh, great. Thank you for the comment. Okay. So if we go over the follows arms, with a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And bring them down to 5, 6, 7. There's no lead here. So shake it, 2, 3. And just regular arms on 5, 6, 7. Little makuta thing. 1, 2, 3. And then as we bring the right arm over, the left arm is going to go up and a little arm drop for 5, 6, 7. And hopefully end up on the lead's back. The right hand on the hip can be for a little bonus. So for the arms, we've got the vacila arms on 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So that's the follows arms. For the leads arms, we're turning 1, 2, 3. Little rumba thing on 5, 6, 7. We're keeping it pretty simple. So she's keeping it pretty simple on the 5, 6, 7. So we got 1, 2, 3. Just gonna keep good body movement going. And so to answer her little shaky on 5, 6, 7, we're gonna give a little 5, 6, 7. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 for the shaky. So the leads are turning 1, 2, 3. Rumba 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Shake it. 5, 6, 7. And then one more, regular old arms. 1, 2, 3. And what we're gonna do is optional again. We're gonna do a hook turn. So 5 is usually our right foot. We're gonna hook behind so the right arm can go to the pants, the left arm can go up, and we're just gonna turn, and I'm gonna look for the follow wherever she may be. So if you're doing just we're gonna do it together, moving and stuff, but if you do just the leads part, you're turning 1, 2, 3, little rumba, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, hook, 5, 6, and 7. So if we slowly go through it all together, we'll do one guapea. 1, 2, 3, vacila, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Shake it back. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. And so that last part, the leads are gonna, you're gonna lose where the follow is. You just look for her. So you don't necessarily know where she's gonna end up, but if you're turning and you're looking, oh, there she is. And so as opposed to reach for her when you don't see her, that can go bad. You wanna make sure that you see her and then pick her up, all right? So if we go from 1, 2, 3, vacila, la, and so leads turn, 2, 3, rumba, and 1, 2, 3, I can shake 2, 1, 2, hook, turn for the leads, look for her, boom, and dile. All right, let's go from this angle. This won't mess anything up. All right, 1, 2, vacila, 5, 6, 7. So she's got arms, bringing them down, shake it. 5, 6, 7, 2, makuta, and little arm draw as the lead hooks. It's weird to do the leads part and talk about the follows part. All right, let's do one more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So vacila, la, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, digga, and 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and boom. And that's it. So you take something pretty simple, dile, guapea, vacila, walk around, and then add a little bit of movement, add a little bit of style, and then we have something that people are watching that think that it's a lot harder than it is, basically. All right, so we started in dile que no. 1, 2, so a little hip, then an arm draw, and then shake it with guapea, moving around, shake it, vacila, la, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 5, 6, 7. So hopefully that's something that you can put into your social dancing. We'll do with music here. With the app being Percussion Tutor, if you care to try to find it in the App Store, I believe there is a little fee for it, but it does have quite a good many not always easy to find rhythms that you can control the tempo of, so would recommend. I hope it was helpful. Please leave a comment. Let us know where and when you are watching from. If you or a friend are in Chicago or Madison, there'll be some workshops there in a couple weeks. So please come or tell your friends. And the course, in celebration of a year anniversary, is on sale for the original pre-order price of $49 for 50 more people. So when I first put out the course, I was like, yeah, let's say the first 50 people get it for $50, not knowing if a single person would pick it up. And man, people did. And I was very happy, and I'm very thankful for all of you for doing it. So in the celebration of a year, it is on sale once again for that same price. And that's about it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your afternoon. Let's take a look at Lou one more time while we fade on out of here. Thanks, Lou.